we're live! Yay! We did it. We made it. Oh, damn savings! Fuck! Savings! Why do we still do that? What do we have here? I still don't know how to pronounce your name, Nah. I'm gonna just say your name is Nah. I don't know, Nah. It's me. I hate it. Daylight savings is awful. I have not been able to correct my sleeping schedule. I was awake until like almost 10 o'clock last night, which is terrible salt. Yes, I'm very salty.
It's a very salty. I guess it's not daylight savings time. I guess it's the normal time.
Yeah, it's true. We're now in regular time. I just don't want to do it again. Can we not change the clocks when spring comes again?
I mean, at the very least, I'd want to change it back one more time. Because I'd rather be...
That wouldn't be how it would work, though, because this is the regular time that it is.
I mean, that's just because people say time is a human construct. It can be whatever time we want it to be. This is America, goddammit!
This is America. Alright, this is the one time I'm going to talk politics, and this is the thing. I just want to praise my community for not talking about politics. Good job, guys. That's it. That's all I have to say, because something may have happened. And honestly, I've just been watching the shitstorm. It's been hilarious to watch, honestly, in my opinion. I just like the world burn. But anyway, this is all I have to say about politics. I'm really proud of all of you. I know we're a small community anyway, and I've never seen any of you break my rules to begin with. But the fact that you have not posted politics anywhere, I'm good, but I'm not brave enough for politics. Same, the storm is beautiful. I just want to watch the world burn. I'm more laughing over everybody's reactions. I don't give a fuck who's the president, to be honest. I knew this. I knew how this would end would be hilarious one way or the other. So I have no stake in this. That's just me being chaotic evil. But yeah, but again, thank you all for not posting politics in any of the channels. In case if you all don't know, we have a Discord, and I'm proud of you for all of you who are in a Discord and not breaking rules. Sorry if that put anybody off, but I just had to praise you guys for behaving.
It's okay.
Because I believe myself to be, well, I'm not apolitical, but I believe that it is not my job to enforce anybody's beliefs on any way they, right? It's I want you guys to vote how you feel to vote. I'm not gonna be angry like all the other VTubers are if people don't vote their way, you know? Also, it is what it is. We'll survive. In 4 more years, it's gonna be a shitstorm again. I can't wait.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then again, maybe I can't wait because we just got done with all the mudslinging. I got a lot of mud we need to clean up.
Yeah.
But either way.
Either way, you're all good. We're all good, guys.
Yeah, no matter what happens, our democracy is strong enough to survive anything.
Yeah. And no matter what other people think, there is one thing that I have been seeing going around on Twitter, because Twitter is Twitter, and I just have to say this: your rights aren't going to be taken away. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. That's just the one thing I have to say. I don't like fear-mongering, no matter what side it's on. No matter what, your rights aren't going to be stripped away from you. That's not how this works. I mean, you may be publicly shamed to follow something, depending on what state you're in. Are they gonna take my right hand away? No, they're not gonna take your right hand away, Finn. We can't do that. That's not how this works.
Cherry does. In order to join the Cherry political party, you do have to offer up your soul, though.
That's true. You do have to give me your soul if you're a minion. Which is not negotiable. The second you enter here, you are a minion, and that is my right to your soul.
It's like, if you're so concerned about your rights, let's just take them all away right now.
Yeah,
if you don't have any rights, you don't have to worry about losing them anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, guys. I'll take care of everything. I'll choose everything for you because if I own your soul, it's fine. Refuse. Damn it. Foiled again. All right, you win this time.
Oh, a strongly worded refusal.
Yeah.
Your one weakness.
It is true. A strongly worded refusal is my one weakness. I'm a dog. Being told no is like my kryptonite. Also, being told I'm a bad dog. That also makes me sad. You sold your soul to RNGesus? Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, so when we last left off at Fate, stuff happened.
Did it?
Not really. Shiro decided to have a dumb moment and was like, you know what? I feel bad that this chick that I'm really attracted to isn't eating dinner with us, so I'm gonna introduce her to everybody. And then the shenanigans happened. And then we went back to school. We forgot soccer existed. Learned that there's like something going on at the school and everybody could die in like 8 days or something. Taiga was replaced. Yes, Taiga was replaced, Neko.
She got very upset over it.
Jiro got his ass handed to him? Actually, surprisingly, no. Well,
Not
yes,
yet.
verbally.
We are
We
in between ass handings.
Yeah.
There will be more to come in the future, though. Don't you worry about that.
Don't worry. It'll get worse. Anyway, the night passed.
A night passed. Felt like a week. The longest week of my life. After getting ready, just like I would on any normal morning, and heading to the living room, I am greeted by the most complicated breakfast table scene of my life. Oh.
Wait, is this me? I think this might be me.
This might be Ren.
Oh, sorry, Sakura. I can't eat butter. Pass me the marmalade.
Is that so? I thought you didn't enjoy sweet things, Miss Tosaka.
That's nonsense. All girl likes sweets. It's not that I don't like sweet things. I just shouldn't have too much of them. If I'm not careful, things could start building up in places I can't see, so I limit myself to eating sweets once a week.
Huh? So why marmalade?
I have sugar in the morning. Besides, I should have some sweet things, or I might pay for it later. So why are you so bitter? Oh, God. Shh.
She might hear you through the computer screen.
Rin has been obviously keeps responding in ways that we don't expect her to respond after we say things. So.
I see. Even if you only eat twice a day, it would be a big problem if you ended up eating twice as much.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you sure eat a lot, Saber. You might have a small frame, but you eat it just as much as Sakura. Do you think so? I think I eat an average amount. I would like to point out that the toast Sakura ate was twice the size of mine.
But that's not true! Miss Tosaka, Saber, and I all served 2 pieces of toast!
Yes, but the thickness was different. One was 1 centimeter thick, while the other was 2 centimeters. Which tell me, you eat quite a lot, Sakura. You are in a growth spurt, so there's no problem with you taking in nutrients. Rin, instead of eating only 1 slice, you should eat everything that's been served to you. And I'm going to ignore those quotation marks, but It still pisses me off a
Question.
great deal.
Hang on. My immersion's been broken. How the fuck does the King of England know anything about centimeters?
That's right. Everything should be measured with my pinky finger. Wait, what? I don't know how the measurements work.
I mean, there's a reason why it's called imperial units. The joke is that Britain still uses miles and inches.
Yeah. Why are they calling Sakura fat for no reason? They're not calling her fat. Well, they could be calling her fat, but in
I don't think that they're calling her fat. It's just that, like, she's being self-conscious about the fact that her toast might have been thicker.
I said I can, okay? Everything I eat just goes straight to...
Doesn't just go straight to... No, that's the joke that I was about to say.
Ah!
Everything I eat doesn't go straight to my chest like Sakura. And if I eat all that in the morning, I'll just end up storing it. I don't even eat breakfast, so I'm already compromising. Osaka, I suggest you not say that in front of Senpai.
Continue mentioning that you accumulate things, but why are you avoiding using specific terms, Rin?
Like I said, places I can't see on my body. Well, Sakura accumulates in places you can see, so she doesn't count. Please don't
You know what?
thing.
After Unlimited Blade Works, that tracks. I think I know what Rin's talking about. That tracks. I take a bite of my crispy toast. My brain just can't follow the situation folding in front of me, so I just stay out of it and focus on my toast.
Dang, it's like being in an onsen. The girls are touching each other's breasts in the anime for no reason. only they're just straight out flat having a conversation in front of me.
Oh dear, I don't think it's the toast that's burnt. I think I'm having an aneurysm. There's nothing for me to really add to this anyway.
Cherry what? Cherry yes.
I guess I worried over nothing. For the time being, the three seem to be getting along. Tosaka's the same as always, and Saber's warmed up to the girls a good bit more than last night. Sakura still seems a little hesitant around Saber, but it doesn't look like she dislikes her. I'm concerned that Fujine's not here, but I'm sure she'll come tonight.
I don't watch too much anime. That's just a staple thing that happens in every single anime. Like, you don't even need... Like, it could be like... I'm sure you can almost pick any school anime, and you will find those...
Any anime with, like, a hot spring scene.
Yeah.
It's like... I'm concerned. There seems to be a shocking amount of sexual harassment going on in Japan, and it's girl-on-girl sexual harassment.
It is. It's so weird.
But she'll probably come...
I would like to say that I think that doesn't really happen in real life, but I recently learned that HoloLive has bathing streams from time to time, and in fact, they do seem to touch each other's boobs, so... Don't worry, nothing can be seen because they're VTubers.
I mean, you'll never see that with men. 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Last night must have done a number on her, but she'll probably come by for dinner, and I think she'll be in a better mood by then.
Wait, bathing streams? Yeah, I think it happened with, like, Maureen and another one, but it's Maureen, so, like, what did you expect to happen in her bathing scene?
Breakfast ends.
Bullshit.
2 dudes chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Vintage memes. Was that a Vine?
I don't know.
I think that was from Vine originally. Breakfast ends and I start cleaning up.
Senpai, are you sure it's okay to leave the washing to you?
Yeah, it's the least I can do. You have to get going to your club, Sakura. Considering what happened yesterday, you should probably go. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. No.
They aren't gay, they're just homosexual.
Kiss the homies goodnight.
Yes, I'll go on ahead, Senpai.
Sakura bows to Tosaka too and leaves the living room in a hurry. Now there's only 3 of us. With Sakura gone, the people remaining all share a common secret.
Oh, you poor fool. Not that we'll know about it until the final route, but hey.
Well, I shall excuse myself as well. Please call for me if you need anything.
Bye.
Bye, Saber. I'll look after Shiro, so you keep an eye on the house while we're gone. Yes, please take good care of Shiro, Rin.
Also, no holding hands. And make sure you stay 5 feet apart. I see this ruler. You could just stay this street apart. I don't want you corrupting him. So
She just like lays down like lengthwise between them. It's just like my body length apart. Because she shows short. Saber bows quickly, then returns to her room. Well, there's nothing to do here anymore. So she's probably going back to sleep to conserve energy. That sounds like a great idea.
oh god, I want to sleep.
Honestly, is fighting the only thing she thinks about?
Of course it is, and you should start showing a bit of motivation on that front, or Saber's gonna lose patience with you. Her wounds may not be completely healed, but she's not the type to just sit around and do nothing for long.
There's a clicking sound. Tosaka has to say worries me a bit, but she just turns on the TV.
Without blowing it up, good job, Rin! I mean, what?
Well, I mean, first she turned on the VCR by accident, but she tried again and then she got the TV. Huh, the news again. The TV plays the morning news. And I just listen from the kitchen as I wash dishes. But it's the same story I've heard before. There was another gas leak incident in Shinto. What a stupid story. Stuff like this is happening here too. I must just... Wait. I'm confused who's talking here.
I too am confused. Let's go to the next
This,
line
I
and
think
find
this is
out.
Ren. I think this is Ren.
Yeah.
There's another gas leak incident in Shinto. What a stupid story. Stuff like this is happening here, too. It's not just going on over there.
What? Hold up. Well, what Tosaka says there is pretty worrying.
So many gas leaks. Yeah, there are so many gas leaks. It's crazy. There was a
People need to
gas
learn
leak
how to
once
handle their
that
gas.
happened in my town, and then the house blew up.
Hmm.
We all thought it was an earthquake when it happened, but turns out the earthquake would happen many years later.
You joke, but I did actually almost blow up my house one time with gas.
I joke,
Always-
but the
always-
house blowing up thing is a real event that happened in my town. For real, for real.
Oh.
Yeah.
It almost happened in mine,
Mhm.
and it was almost my fault. Always check to make sure that after you turn the oven on,
Yeah.
it actually lights. Just make sure the gas actually ignites before you step away from the stove.
Unless you have an electric stove, then fuck you guys if you ever lose power, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you imagine not having access
Yes.
to heat in a power outage?
Yes, because my parents did after the last major hurricane.
Imagine not having a gas stove. And imagine.
Imagine not having air conditioning in South Carolina after a hurricane.
Well, that's pretty bad. Docked my seismology data. I would just run the external generator. What's a generator?
So my parents are actually buying me one for, it's a Christmas gift.
Sorry, I'm joking, guys. I know what a generator is. I know I'm pretty stupid, but I do know what a generator is. I'm joking. I was making the joke because I'm like, who remembers to buy a generator?
I mean, according to Tom's the tank engine, it was a former steam engine, but we don't need to talk about that right now.
people suddenly getting weak without a real explanation, right? How people are passing out without warning and then end up hospitalized in a coma. There must be a lot of people affected by now. At least nobody's lives are in immediate danger, but I suppose that's all down to whoever's controlling this.
What? Wait. Hold up. Is she saying this incident isn't just happening a town over? It's happening here too? Unexplained comas? A good number of victims? No, but the main issue is... Tosaka, don't tell me you think a master did this.
Who else? Come on, get used to it already. You're a master too, you know.
It's like, Shiro, how many more times, dear, are you going to react in shock?
Like, Shiro, be for real. How, there can't be this many gas leaks in one area. That's insane.
Okay, maybe so, but why didn't you tell me this before, Tosaka?
Because there's no easy fix here. The master who casts the bounded field over the school is the 3rd class, but whoever's causing these incidents across the whole town is 1st class. They're skilled enough to extract the power they need from people without killing them.
You're a 3rd-rate master with a 4th-rate servant.
And while gathering energy that way may be slower, they're staying within the rules for mages. And they don't need to exert themselves to accomplish this. This master is stealing the life force from everyone in town. One of the simple forms of magical energy from a remote location.
A remote location?
Shiro be acting like everybody is incident.
Can someone really collect magical energy from a distance?
Who's making everybody eepy? I know who's making everybody eepy. But I won't tell you, because that's for later.
Chances are we'll meet them before this story's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, Fate Stay Night, it's a great story. Really weird tangent about these gas leaks that ultimately went nowhere, though.
Mm-hmm.
There must be a really skilled mage. Only a true great mage would be able to cast a net over the two towns like this, Shinto and Miyama, to absorb energy like that. Or maybe they just lucked into a superb spiritual site. Father mentioned that Fuyuki has a ley line, so if they build a base there, it would be easy to collect life forces. Da da da, keep track of this line, cause this might be important later.
In fact, we might already know what this place is.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Tosaka. Yeah, that is the right appropriate reaction to him saying, hold on, Tosaka.
I didn't find any materials in Father's study about this, so if there is any, they'll be in a great master's study. I don't want to go there. The place is uninhabited and scary. Which would mean I might have to ask Kire. No, I really don't want to owe him anything.
Tosaka, hey. I try to get her attention, but she doesn't respond.
I feel bad for the one person who got blamed for all of these gas leaks.
Funny,
Yeah, there's one natural gas company in Fuyuki who is just getting sued the hell out of because all of their systems are failing and they can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Tosaka's off in her own world.
I'm ignoring you, Shiro, like everybody should.
You can't afford to ignore me, because you know I'll get into trouble if you do. I'm like a child. I must be supervised.
That's true, I do need to get a leash for you. Like one of those not like sexual guys, like one of those child leashes that you lock around the front and the back, kind of like a backpack.
I don't know, I've seen some fan art. When we get to school, she's still distracted. The gate is packed with arriving students, beginning another typical school day. But I sense there's something off. Yesterday I passed through the gate without noticing, but today I do now that I'm on my guard. It's hard to explain, but there's this feeling that things are too calm. So much so that it numbs one's instincts.
What is with this late night energy vibe? Well, it might be late night, but like, it's night. We're just doing. This is just a general Fate Stay Night. It's always gonna have a nighttime vibe.
Are you talking about the background music?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what Neko's talking about.
You don't like smooth jazz?
You don't like the smooth jazz?
Fate Stay Night is Jerry Seinfeld's favorite visual novel. You're right. Who's talking here? Is this Ren or me?
I think it has to be Shiro, because...
Did you say something before we entered the gate?
No, I didn't say anything before the edge of the gate, but I think he's commenting on yesterday about how it's like obvious when you just go through the gate that something's wrong with the school.
You're right. The air feels different in here than outside. It smells like sweet honey.
Oh, so that's how it feels for you. You don't have any skills at detecting magical energy, but you might be sensitive to changes in the world around you.
Tosaka begins pondering.
A sweet smell like honey, huh? Like a carnivorous plant, maybe. Yep, that's a good way to put it.
A carnivorous plant. That's disturbing.
They're called corpse flowers. And they bloom every so years or so. And they smell like a dead body.
Well, I think she's talking about, like, Venus flytraps.
Yeah.
Because if it smells like a dead body, then it doesn't smell like sweet honey. Unless dead bodies smell like sweet honey. I don't know. I've never smelled a dead body before. At least not one that hadn't already been preserved.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Joke's on you. The dead body attracts more flies than the honey.
The corpse flower is the smart one.
Mm-hmm. You think so? I don't think it's off the mark, though. I mean, once the bounded field over the school closes, everyone inside gets eaten.
She sees right through me and I gulp.
I knew it. I love that I can read you like a book.
Whatever. Well, I don't like it.
Oh, don't get so mad. I know what you want to say, so relax. I know you don't want all the students to get dragged into this, and I wouldn't want this to be a battlefield either. See? So there's only one thing for us to do.
She's testing me. Tosaka is trying to tell me that this master I'm willing to fight in the Holy Grail War is the sort willing to hurt innocents to win. Which is why we're here, there at the school.
I can read you like a visual novel.
I know. We need to find the master who set up this bounded field and take care of it. And if they're not going to take down the bounded field, then we just need to defeat them.
That's right. Glad you got it. I'm gonna go search whoever set this bounded field, so you go and check anywhere that seems suspicious. I've done some searching already, but I might have missed something, and it looks like you're good at finding singularities like this, so I'll let a specialist try his hand. Snip it, Shiro!
Tosaka waves and runs toward the school building. Hey, don't just leave me hanging! What kind of places are suspicious, Tosaka?
Don't worry, Shiro. I will treat you as my dog. I will treat you well. I promise to use a harness leash and not one that goes around your neck.
Hey, there's a person attached to this nose, lady.
To quote you, anywhere the air is sweet. You just need to find places that are nauseously, syrupy, and sweet.
Tosaka yells her reply to me from across the campus. And then she disappears into the school building. Oh, what the hell? Why would she need to run in there like that? Oh.
Tosaka, wait. What if we tried asking them nicely and appealing to our fellow men?
No, that's not gonna work.
The bell for homeroom rings. That's why! She should have at least warned me! I clutch my bag and start running at full speed. After all that happened yesterday, I don't know what Fujine will say if I'm late. It's lunchtime. Temporary though this break from classes is, students rush back and forth across the whole school. Oh, so now we're just like flat out like not having punctuation. Did you see that? Can you go through the log?
Yeah. It's alright.
Now I know.
I haven't left my review yet, but I figure I should at least get through one route before I say for sure. Of be like, you guys really need to go back and check the script for the English patch.
I know last time I like said like, I don't know, maybe this is just like some kind of rule of grammar to not have a quotation at the beginning, but no, that is definitely just wrong. That is just wrong. Okay.
I really think whoever was doing this was doing a hack job, double checking everything. Like, I'm grateful for the English translation, don't get me wrong. Wait, is this the one from Steam? Yes.
Yes.
I am grateful. I am super grateful to finally be playing this in English. However, the translation punctuation shouldn't be like, of all things, to like half-ass. The punctuation is just something that's gonna be just so noticeable because like that's one of the things that was drilled into you as a child for how things work in a sentence, you know?
Evidently, my teacher lied to me. We don't need these skills, apparently. Okay, and what looks suspicious if I wander around now?
If anyone asks why he's suspicious, all he needs to say is he's looking for a bird.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Well, anyway, you know, now that I think about it, it would make sense that why the people today can't use things. Social media and text messaging has degraded our skills.
I know, but this is...
But this is not text
This is... Being an editor is like a professional job.
I know. It's okay.
I wolfed down my lunch and headed to the hallway.
This is literature, guys. You're supposed to know how to use punctuation when you're reviewing literature.
We need to put together like a summoning circle, and we need to call down the wrath of Taiga upon these people because she's an English teacher.
Yeah.
This really isn't the time to say I've never done anything like this. The war has already begun. So now, I need to look for anything suspicious, like what Tosak was talking about in my own way.
A Westaboo. She's not the... If anything, she would be an otaku about Western things if she was an obsessed with, because that's just what they classify people who are, like, obsessed with something. So there's, like, otaku for streetlights, or otaku for trains, like Azure, or...
Although, if you're looking for someone who is an otaku for Western culture, the guy who made Cowboy Bebop, definitely. Although that said, Taiga seems like the kind of person who would be like, all like excited to watch like a football game or something. I can imagine her just like cheering at the screen with a beer in hand.
Yeah.
One foot on the table.
Don't be suspicious.
I guess the first place to look around would be wherever there's not usually anyone around. Let's see. I just hope I can make some progress without wasting this 1-hour lunch break. After I've searched the building, I take a look outside just to be sure. I didn't see anything strange at the athletic fields or behind the buildings, but this area seems different.
Ooh, creepy ambience.
Yeah, I hear the wind. Don't tell me this is... I found a few suspicious spots around campus. Behind the stairways, dead ends, empty classrooms, and other less public places. This place is different. Everyone gathers here every day, so it's a far cry from the isolated, deserted places I've checked. How did I not notice this earlier? This place is the most bizarre of all. I clutch at my chest as I speak. The atmosphere here is suffocating. The heavy wind and humid air make being here at all damned uncomfortable.
Dang, I wonder who is responsible for such a thing. It couldn't be someone who was very bad at being discreet or anything, I'm sure.
Someone who's bad at being discreet. Oh my god, it's Taiga! As soon as I realize what I'm smelling, I find myself getting nauseous. Tosaka said that there should be some base points for bounded fields. I don't know how many there are, but I think this must be the first around here somewhere. I feel like that's what the sentence generally said.
But I think the first must be somewhere around here. All right, there we go. I said your line for you.
Thank you. If I'm right, there should be some inscription or sign of it somewhere.
I don't know who it is, but I feel very annoyed for some reason.
For some reason, I feel like punching a brick wall.
Yeah.
It's no use. I don't have the abilities to detect magical energy, so there's no way I can find any signs that a bounded field has formed. Phew. I guess I have no choice but to report back to Tosaka. I think that this is...
Don't know who this is.
I think this is a certain man with a punchable face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's you. Looking for something, Emiya? Who's there? I whirl around when I hear that voice. There, standing in front of the Hiro Club dojo, is... Shinji.
Dun, dun, dun! Fuck this man.
Hey, what a coincidence. I was actually headed that way myself. You didn't happen to see it, did you? Shinji grins. Shinji Mato seems genuinely pleased with himself. See, what? I don't see anything around here. Ah, you did see it. I get it now. So that's why you and Tosaka went together. Yeah. Teaming up with other masters is an efficient way to go.
Some idiots. Oh, I'm getting an aneurysm every time this man speaks.
Hang on, I think Sherry, you didn't say anything just now, did you? I'm pretty sure I just heard Shinji's servant in our chat. What? Shinji, don't tell me! Hey, chill, Emiya. It's between you and me. We shouldn't be hiding anything from each other. I don't know what the hell's following you around, but you got forced into this shitty role as a master too, right? Shinji's so blunt about this. Not an ounce of hesitation. He's a master, and not at all shy about it. Don't tell me you're a master, Shinji.
Get in the grail, Shinji.
That's what I've been saying. But hey, don't get me wrong. I've got no intention of fighting anyone. Sure, I'll kill anyone who tries attacking me, but I won't do anything if people leave me alone. See? We're a lot alike in that regard, aren't we?
Here's the strong word for saying that you don't intend to do anything. Sorry.
I mean, honestly, killing them is probably the nicest thing you'll do to them.
God.
Shinji giggles, and a puppy dies.
Every time Shinji giggles, a puppy gets a tweet. Goes to heaven.
Wings of cement.
Mm-hmm.
over a river.
Uh,
From what he's saying, it's clear he's a master, but... I'm actually surprised to learn that you're a master, Emia. So why don't we have a little chat? One shot master to another.
you can't be a master. You don't have command seals.
A chat? I don't mind, but... what are we going to be chatting about?
It's me. I'm the dog that stopped moving, guys. I'm dead.
We're gonna need another cherry.
Okay, I'm back. Luckily, it doesn't take too long as a hellhound to get back.
About what's going to happen, obviously. I already told you I have no plans to fight. The rest of the participants sure do. So it'd be the best to be ready for anything that might come our way, don't you think? It might be scary alone, but not so much if there's two of us. Is Shinji asking me to team up with him? Well, this probably isn't the best place to talk about this kind of stuff. Who knows who might be listening? Why don't we go somewhere else?
No, Shiro, don't go anywhere with him. He's a bad touch, man. He's bad touch. Spray water on him and get away.
Maybe we can talk at my house. Tosaka wouldn't be able to spy on us there. And we'll be safe even if we're attacked. Go somewhere else? Are you crazy? Lunch break's almost over, so if we wanted to talk... You are so freaking boring! So what if we skip class? Let's just go! I'm glad to know you're a master too. Don't ruin the moment. That's no reason to go. People would be suspicious if we skipped class. You just won't budge, will you? Oh, I get it. Yeah, you're right. You should be on guard.
We're gonna need like a whole bag of salt now to get rid of this demon. Be gone, bot!
Just gonna need just a long pole and a lot of soap.
Shinji is talking, and the only thing I'm hearing is, please, Emiya, kill me. Kill me, Emiya. Bro, it sounds like he just wants to make you his victim. He's so obvious about what he is doing, and that's why, like, it's very painful to get through.
The only way it could be more obvious is if his sprite was holding a knife.
Mm-hmm. LOL, what? You have a YouTube chat now? Oh yes, Sparks. I am now using Restream to stream, which is great because Restream is actually pretty easy to use. And it also comes with this bot included, which puts YouTube chat and Twitch chat kind of together, but not in a way that violates Twitch's rules, because there is no rule that says that the bot can't repost everybody's stuff. Mod workload doubled. we sure Shiro isn't dumb. Yes, sure. We know Shiro is dumb, Silver.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean are we sure? It's like, we're definitely sure.
Yeah.
We confirmed this a few weeks ago.
He is very dumb.
But don't worry, I'm not going to attack you, no matter what. Do you really take me for the kind of guy to stab you in the back?
Yes.
With that face. With that
Yes.
fucking face.
Yes.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't just casually follow you, huh?
It's like, come on, Emiya, you wouldn't think I'd backstab you, would you, Shiro? Oh yeah, I shouldn't just follow you anywhere, huh? He's not dumb, he's intellectually challenged.
Well, whatever. You have a servant hanging around you too, so I'm not going to pick up a fight with someone so dangerous. Huh?
Me in the background. Just die already, just kill him. He's not worth it, just kill him.
Shinji seems to think our servant is following us.
Yeah. I won't even, I'll look away. If you want to kill him right now, just do it.
We just turn around, we turn back, the screen is no longer has a sprite there, and there's just like some blood running towards the drain in the far corner of the picture. Did Shinji think I have Saber with me right now? Actually, no. Shinji just can't see the Spear Servant in spirit form. That's why he thinks I have Saber with me. Just come on. If Tosaka finds out, neither of us will live to tell the tale. Shinji starts to walk away. I guess I have no choice but to follow him.
Hey. Oh, what the God.
I'm interested to hear what Shinji has to say, so at this point I should just give up on attending afternoon classes.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this? There were other choices.
Yeah, you could have punched him in the face.
Yeah, so
We know who his servant is. We know who their servant is. They wouldn't have stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
We walk up the hill. We're in the residential area with Western-style houses in stark contrast to my house. I hear Tosaka's house is at the top of this hill, and I remember the Mato house is right below it, like it's trying to hide or something.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
European Gothic. The Mato house is still as impressive as I remember. It's impressively gray.
Mm-hmm. I hate it.
I
here.
visited a few times during middle school, but I haven't been near it recently. I haven't been invited since Shinji and I drifted apart, and above all, Sakura doesn't like me coming here.
Full of worms, Shiro! It's full of worms!
I don't understand why she's so concerned. You can call him an exterminator. It's daytime, but the mansion is dark. The whole place is designed so that sunlight doesn't get in, and there's not much in the way of lighting aside.
And they're vampires. Well, that is
honestly
what
a
he
decent
is
enough-
trying to become, so, you know.
There's honestly a decent enough chance of someone smacking into a wall if they don't know the layout of the place. This way, Emiya. I'm in the living room.
I think we can still fill this place with pesticide and get everything out of here, guys. We can still kill everything here.
I don't know when he got there, but I hear Shinji's voice from the back of the mansion. Even after a year, I still remember my way around the house, so I'm able to find the living room easily enough. This is not the living room, this is the
Yeah,
dining
screw
room,
Scarlet
sir.
has Shinji's face. Oh, you thought I was talking about Shinji when I said someone was trying to become a vampire. Oh. Sweet summer child, no. That's not who I was talking about. Don't worry about it. Oh.
Shinji's the kind of guy's like, I don't want to be a vampire, they sparkle.
Mhm.
There's nothing in the way of lighting, even in the living room. The curtain is pulled shut, blocking out the sun. And not a hint of artificial light either, so the place is dark and gloomy. Over here, Emiya! I turn toward the voice. There I see Shinji sitting on a chair, and... a woman, dark like obsidian, standing behind him. Let me introduce her. This is my servant, Ryder.
There, you're being smug, LOL.
No, I'm not. You're smug.
A chill runs down my spine.
That chair is tainted. I'll burn it. Well, it's been tainted for a while, I'm sure.
Chill is so intense, it stings the back of my neck.
We should burn the whole mansion down. That'll solve so many problems.
I thought we were going to talk alone, Shinji. I take a step back. Don't mind her. She's just here as a precaution. I wouldn't want you taking the chance to ambush me. I'd rather have her nearby. Shinji reaches out towards his dark servant, Ryder.
I don't remember this from the anime, thank God. The less I remember of him, the better. Oh, that's because
You must have watched Unlimited Blade Works.
Unlimited Blade Works follows a different route, so...
I vaguely remember this from Dean Stay Night. Ugh.
Ew!
His fingers caressed along her waist, then stroked down her thigh.
Ew!
Ugh.
I do not consent.
Ryder doesn't move a muscle. She's still a statue, keeping watch on me through veiled eyes. I imagine she can even see my fingertips shivering.
Wait, what route is this? The Fate route. We are on Fate, not Unlimited Blade Works.
Some hospitality you're showing to a guest you invited. You might be going a bit far with your caution, Shinji. I'm just kidding. I know perfectly well you're not the type to do something like that. Your servant's another story, though. Training this one took me a while, actually. It's not unusual for a servant to ignore their master's orders, so just think of this as me keeping an eye on things.
I wish there was a Medea wrote R.I.P. the VA.
Did she pass away?
Yeah, she passed away.
I guess she did, yeah.
So, like,
I mean,
it's funny because in the notes, there was plans for a Medea route in, like, the original thing, but Natsu realized that he was like, I can't do the same thing again after Tsukihime, guys. We're just doing 3 routes because I'm writing way too much. It's probably for the best that we didn't get the Medea route. Because I think the notes said that she'd end up paired with Shiro, so... Like, it's if Artoria didn't get summoned, I guess. F's in the chat for the VA, everyone.
Serious mommy energy. What?
Yep. Alright, anyway.
Servant who doesn't obey their master? Now that I look closer, Ryder is a little different than Saber. Saber is silent, but she's not frosty.
Excuse you.
I sense only coldness from Ryder.
That's because I'm waiting for the right moment to murder.
Protect the purple child. Protect the purple child. A human almost completely lacking humanity.
I cannot imagine Shiro fucking Emiya having anything to do with Medea. Well, there you have it. You will never have to worry about that because that route never came to pass. I believe the world is better for it. But I am curious about what Natsu would have done if he ever wrote that route.
A dark figure that looks like blood in its veins. A dark figure that looks like the blood in its veins has discolored. She doesn't give the impression of a heroic spirit turned servant. I can only sense something inorganic, devoid of any light. So Ryder is your way of keeping my servant in check? Can't say I love that. Sorry about that, but I'm an amateur, you know. I'm not used to this kind of stuff, unlike you. You'll have to forgive me for that.
What a coincidence! I am also an amateur, says Shiro stupidly.
Can't say I'm exactly used to this either.
Fuck!
That's so. Oh. Then why don't you call yours out too? That'll help us understand each other and things will be even. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Emiya! I showed you mine, so you show me yours.
Oh, that's gotta be somebody on the
team had to have written that. That can't be the line in the actual game. I showed you mine, so show me yours. Cannot be the original Japanese line. I hate it here. If it is, fuck you, Nat. You heard
Honestly,
him out.
I kind of hope that is the case, just so that fuck you Nasu can be applied. Shinji really thinks Saber's right next to me. It's probably best to let him keep thinking that. I refuse. If you're just doing this to keep me in check, you shouldn't mind. That should be enough if I'm just here to talk. What the hell? Don't you get it? I said I want to see it. I don't know why you're being such a little shit about it, but I think it would be in your best interest to listen to me.
He wants to see it, guys. He wants to see it real bad.
Shiro, you're not leaving this house until I see it. Now whip it out.
Shiro actually being smart? Well, his enemy is Shinji, so that's when he's allowed to be smart.
He is standing like completely undefended in enemy territory. How smart is he really?
Yeah, he's not smart. He's just such a very...
If he was smart, he would not be in this situation right now.
Yeah, he would have went back to class like a good boy. Now Taiga's going to be sad, wondering what she did wrong for Shiro to skip classes.
Then we're done talking. I didn't come here to show off our servants. If that's what you wanted, I'm heading home. Fine. You're useless, as usual. He moans discontently and slumps further into his chair. Okay, let's talk then. There's really only one thing I want to talk about anyway. Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, want to team up with me, Emiya? I might have become a master, but I don't know what the hell a Holy Grail War even is. I'd rather work with someone I know I can trust than do this by myself. Hold up. I want to ask you something. My answer will depend on your response. What's that? You want to know why I became a master? I nod. As far as I know, Shinji's not a mage. And you would be right.
Mm-hmm.
Until I find out how Shinji was selected to be a master, I don't intend on working with him. I hear mages are the only ones who can be masters. I may be inexperienced, but I am training in magecraft. I became a master because I formed a contract with a servant by sheer coincidence. Did you accidentally summon a servant and get dragged into this Holy Grail War too?
Shiro! You just gave him the thing that he can say, yeah, that's what happened.
If that's what happened with him, we're in the same boat. I don't think I'd be able to refuse his proposal to team up in that case.
No, why?
Huh? So you became a master by coincidence, huh?
He's an idiot.
Good. That's a more reasonable explanation. Shinji giggles like it's the funniest thing he's ever heard. Well, I guess something similar happened with me. At least in that I was forced into becoming a master like you. Don't get me wrong, though. I knew what masters were, and I've known about Holy Grail Wars forever now. Unlike your family, the Mato families are a respected line of mages. Respected is a strong word.
Shinji, you just said you didn't
Line
know
is also a strong word.
Shinji, why would you... You just said you didn't know... Oh, God! My brain is killing me. Guys, there are two morons talking to each other. And it's like...
There are two brain cells in this room, and right now Ryder has both of them. What? Matos are a family of mages? I've never heard that before. Wait, does that mean you and Sakura, his sister, have also trained in magecraft?
Can we speed run this part? No.
No, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the cringe. Calm down, Emiya. The Manto family may be a family of mages, but its powers run dry. The Manto ancestors apparently
Are
rooted
you
themselves
really questioning
here, along with the
Shinji?
Tosaka family. But they
Okay.
couldn't adapt well to Japan.
Okay, look. I know Shinji is dumb, but I thought he was at least smart enough to not blow his whole. I
So
don't know
here's
what
the
I
thing.
thought.
I think that for someone who's reading this for the first time, like, you just don't know. You wouldn't know that Shinji's a complete idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could be, like, extremely competent. We
Yeah.
can make jokes about it because we know how this plays out,
Yeah.
and we know what kind of a mage he is.
Yeah, we know that. So that's why, like, I'm more like actually being able to read. I know the cliff notes and how everything goes, and the fact that I watched Unlimited Blade Works.
But if anything, it does make reading this more funny.
It does make reading this more funny. I didn't realize that he was that dumb to not even at least have a cover story. Especially when he knows Shiro is gullible. Shinji knows Shiro is gullible. That's how he got him here in the first place. Whoop. Wrong thing. Whoop. Stop.
As the generations went, the magic circuits, yeah, those started to dwindle, and by the time I was born, the Manto bloodline was pretty much back to the point of being more or less ordinary humans. That's why there are no mages in the Manto family. It's just a line that used to be mages. Used to be mages. So now the only thing that remains in your family is your knowledge of magecraft? Yeah, unfortunately. But even if we don't have any magic circuits, we're still able to learn magecraft. I managed to look up everything about Masters and Holy Grail Wars easily enough. And I was able to keep my emotions under control when I found myself being a master because of my ancestors' teachings. I see. When I became a master, it was Tosaka who taught me about the Holy Grail Wars. So similarly, Shinji was able to understand his own situation thanks to the writings his family passed down. In other words, you only learned about magecraft itself. Does that mean Sakura has also been learning about magecraft too? Huh? You don't know anything, do you? Listen, old mage families only pass down their secret knowledge to a single person. If there are 2 children, the oldest male becomes their heir. Splitting something in 2 just dilutes its power.
Yeah, until that random thing happens, and
Until it doesn't.
until the second one is born with more magical powers than the first one, which is what I think was going on with that family.
I feel like it's all just a bunch of, like, mage family inbreeding that they're just not aware of is why.
I'm about to go full page 18 on it. Don't worry about it.
A mage's job is to collect 10 magecraft disciplines and crystallize them. Wait. Ah! Frickin' quotation. A mage's job is to collect 10 magecraft disciplines and crystallize them, then leave them to the heir of the strength in their bloodline. There are no exceptions, not even for family.
So this is where I get angry about the fact that they put a quotation mark here, but if Shinji's still speaking, there's no need to put a quotation mark there. And they could have just put it at the end of this one.
Or they could have put it in front of the A. That would have technically been correct.
Yeah, that's the other one.
That's why mage families don't teach magecraft to anyone other than their heirs. Children who weren't selected to be the family successor either never learn that their family practices magecraft, or they're sent to be adopted by a different family.
Remember this line. It's important.
But maybe don't, because that's not in this route.
Yeah. You'll have either way. You'll have to play it yourself to find out about that line.
I see. That's relief. I sigh in relief. I want Sakura to live a normal, peaceful life, having nothing to do with Magecraft. I would never want her to get involved in a battle that forces someone to fight without reason. Oh, trust me, Shiro.
I feel like
Being forced
I feel like
into
we
a
should bring
battle
up
would be
that
like
one.
probably the easiest thing that was ever
I feel
forced
like
upon her.
on this stream we should just have that picture of Sakura eating the fish right next to us.
So now do you get it, Emiya? I may have become a master, but I've got no power in Magecraft. You, on the other hand, said you can use a little, but you have next to no knowledge of Magecraft. See? Don't you think we're a good match? We were both forced to be masters. Let's work together. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to be clear, though. You're proposing this to protect yourself, right? In part, yes. But I think we'll need to work on getting rid of our immediate enemy first. I feel like she's been giving me the evil eye. Giving you the evil eye? Are you talking about Tosaka? Of course I am. She wouldn't be treating me like crap otherwise. Listen, she'll be relentless against the other masters. You should know that by now since you've been with her for a while. I don't know what's gotten into her, but for some reason Tosaka has warmed to you. Why would a girl who never drops her guard do that? So come on. Don't you think this is a good opportunity to defeat her?
I don't think this is a good idea, Shinji. Let's not and say we did.
Shinji holds his hand out to shake. I won't be a part of that. Not because it would be stupid, but because I have morals. Which is in and of itself stupid, but for other reasons. Actually, I can't. If Shinji really wanted to protect himself, he would have asked Tosaka to, not just me. Besides, Shinji, do you know there's someone overseeing this Holy Grail War? Yeah, the priest at the church, right? I heard he was a survivor of the previous war, but I haven't met him. Seems annoying. I'm not a mage, so I don't want anyone to push their rules on me.
Don't touch it. You'll get Shinji germs. That's true. You don't want to touch it.
Mm-hmm. Just little green, like, blobs with blue hair.
Mm-hmm.
Shinji's contradicting himself.
Let's admittedly tell Rin about this whole conversation, Shiro. I'm sure Shiro will just wait until the last second to say, oh, by the way, Shinji's the master. And she'll go, excuse me?
If he really wanted to stop fighting, he should have gone straight to Kotomine. Shinji, did you know there's a bounded field set up over the school? Yeah. I didn't notice, but Ryder told me. What about it?
You fucking liar! Why you fucking lying?
Isn't it your doing? Tosaka said it was the work of a master at school. Oh, well, it's not me. I know there's another master at our school, so it's probably them.
Why you fucking lying? Why you fucking lying?
Well, Tosaka said there's only one other master. I wouldn't recommend just blindly trusting Tosaka. Either way, she's wrong. Tosaka's trying to trace masters by sensing the magic circuits, right? If so, I wouldn't be one of the masters she could detect since I don't have magic circuits to begin with.
And it's very funny because the one other that's in the school also doesn't have magic circuits. But we won't get to that. Anyway.
In the very beginning, I couldn't even be a blip on the other master's radars. I see.
So, maybe if people can put two and two together, maybe you can think about who the person with magic circuits is in the school.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be Taiga. The presence of mages or command spells ultimately activates their magical energy. If someone without magical energy becomes a master, the only way to identify them would be seeing them directly. Tosaka's method of seeking out people with their own magical energy wouldn't lead her to a master like Shinji. She doesn't have Shiro's like, not now, voice in my head. I am thinking. Shinji doesn't have a single one of the traits Tosaka's expecting in a master. I see. So Tosaka must be sensing a different master. I should warn Tosaka about this when I get home. Bold assumption, Shiro. Bold assumption! With that settled, there's no point in me staying here any longer. Hey, Emiya, what about our partnership? I'll have to refuse. I'm not going to help you defeat Tosaka. Besides, she hasn't done anything. I know I'll have to fight her one day, but I trust her right now, and I want to keep on trusting her. When something does happen, it'll be too late. But if that's how you feel, I'm not going to push it. I'll wait it out and see, just like you.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired!
Surprisingly, Shinji gives up.
Run, Shiro!
He
Run! It's just run! It's a trap!
He doesn't try to stop me from going home, and he doesn't send Ryder to attack me. Shinji really is a complicated guy. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He may act like a jerk, but he seems to try to play fair in his own way.
No, he's not.
Hey, Shinji, I know I'm harping on this, but does Sakura know about you? She doesn't, and I don't intend on telling her. I'm the heir of the Mato family. Sakura can just remain my little sister and be none the wiser. That would be great. I don't want Sakura's life to change. Ha! Fine. Since I'm her big brother, I should be thanking you for being so concerned about Sakura. Okay, let me tell you something good, Emiya. I don't know who it is, but one of the masters has set up a nest for themselves at the temple. What? The temple? You mean Ryudo Temple? Yeah. According to my servant, there's a witch living in the mountains. She's supposedly collecting a bunch of souls, so things are going to get ugly if nobody does anything about her.
I think Sakura's life should change, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shiro, I want to save everybody. Also, Shiro, I don't want Sakura's life to change. What? If that's true, that makes 5 masters. And if this witch is collecting a massive amount of souls, there's a high probability it's the cause of what came up in the news this morning. That's all I've got for you. Ryder, see him out. You're not to harm Emiya since he's on our side.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Shinji orders Ryder and she walks closer to me. No, well, that's... Don't worry about it. I'm responsible for your safety as long as you're in my house. It wouldn't do for you to get hurt or something like that. Oh, Ryder, you only have to see him as far as the front door. Once he's out of the house, he's not my concern, but treat him well until then. Shinji retreats to the back room. I silently look towards Ryder. The black-garbed Ryder says nothing. What surprises me, though, is that when I take a closer look, I notice she has a graceful and innocent-looking face.
Stop. Stop.
Stop, Shiro, stop rizzing the girls! Her floor-length purple hair exudes a foul odor of blood, but at the same time, she's unbelievably beautiful.
I'm gonna fuck that in a different time.
More like I'm going to get fucked by that in another timeline. Without my knowledge or consent. I realize I'm staring because of her appearance, and I'm embarrassed for a moment, but I feel like her face and her outfit just don't match at all. She would look good in jeans. If I had to boil her down to a single phrase, she's like a priestess dripping in blood.
God damn it, hormones.
She's both holy and evil. Ryder is a walking contradiction. Actually, why are all heroic spirits so beautiful?
Stop.
Archer suddenly looks up, it's like, ugh. As I think this, I find myself looking up at Ryder's face out of sheer curiosity. Wow, she's pretty tall for a woman.
Mommy? I mean, sorry.
She's easily 170 centimeters tall.
Quick, chat! Translate into freedom units!
Okay, going. Pulling up the Google.
Mama. Yeah.
Wow, that is very anticlimactic. 5'6".
Boo! Shiro, you're gonna be taller than that one day.
I'm taller than her.
Yeah. Boo! Then I remember that most of the characters are teenagers.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Apparently 5'6" is like the average height for an adult male in Japan.
Shiro's just gonna be freakishly tall in the future, though. Shiro doesn't stop growing until like 21, which is what most men do, but like for Shiro's extent, like weirdly tall for someone who grows to 21.
Yeah. He's almost as tall as Archer. This really isn't the time for calm observation. Being alone with her is a problem in itself. I should hurry out of the Mato mansion.
I could get a boner just staring at her. What? I mean, never mind.
Ryder sticks with me all the way to the entrance. I don't know about this. She doesn't even seem alive, but maybe she'll answer if I try talking to her. Save. Let's save and talk.
All right, guys.
This is absolutely something Shiro would do, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Dumb answer first. Let's go.
Ryder, was what she just said earlier true? I asked, not really expecting a response. There's no change in Ryder. Just her long hair fluttering in the wind. I figure as much.
Do you like jazz?
Sorry for... What was that?
Finn, Shiro. Shiro saying, do you like jazz? Random question.
I'd like to think that would be like the one thing that would make her just like do a very imperceptible double take.
Yeah.
What? I figured as much. Sorry for asking such a stupid question when we're supposed to be enemies. I step out through the door, raising my hand to show her my appreciation for seeing me out. But then...
嘘ではありません。あの山に魔女が住んでいるの。真実です。
New voice! New voice just dropped.
We can't
I don't understand what she said! I don't know what she said!
I can't have voices in my game. We can't have this. We can't have this.
We did not lie. There is a witch living in the mountains.
Ryder.
You must proceed with caution if you intend to challenge her. That witch knows how the minds of men work.
Ryder speaks indifferently. Cherry, more indifference.
Wait, there is voice. Oh yeah, the whole game is voice. But in order to avoid copyright, and because we think it's funny, we're voicing the characters for you instead.
I mean, otherwise, we would just be playing the game out for you guys.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
you for the Anonymous.
Based. I like to think by doing this, we're doing our own form of entertainment.
Besides, I enjoy making Shinji a New Yorker. I realize her voice is drawing me in and shake my head to clear it. Thanks for the warning.
Well, you voiced Rin well.
Thank you.
I was going to play her in our bridge series by sheer coincidence because everybody else stopped sending their voice lines in, so I took up all the characters. It's just my regular voice.
One of these days, we need to go back and we need to do that Fate Extra, like, one-shot.
Yeah, we need to do the Fate Extra one-shot. Well, I think we know enough people now that we can do that Fate Extra one-shot, no problem.
And take good care of Shinji. As you can see, he's a bit of a pain, but I hope you can protect him. I catch myself getting surprised, but I managed to reply. I guess that was funny because...
You are a noble soul. I can see why Shinji warmed you.
you were also incredibly stupid.
Oh my god, you poor idiots!
I like to imagine that as soon as she closes the door, she just goes to the nearest couch and just begins to scream into a pillow. Ryder giggles softly as I leave the Mato residence behind. I walk down the hill and return to the intersection. If I walk towards the residential area on the other side, I'll be heading home, but... There's a master at Ryudo Temple, huh?
No.
That's about an hour's walk towards the mountain from here.
No.
The desolate mountain road eventually reaches the gate of Ryudo Temple.
No.
Ryudo Temple is a big temple up on the mountain. It's about the size of our school.
Okay, so that's a fact, so I can't say no to that, but no.
The cemetery is large. The temple itself is like a small world of its own, with about 50 training monks living on its grounds.
Oh my god. Don't you dare.
The people in town use the Ryudo Temple for various purposes, but they also respect it as a sacred place that shouldn't be entered lightly. Now that I think about it, I haven't been to Ryudo Temple recently. I haven't been there ever since I stayed there for some mental training last summer. I know temple life is harsh during the winter, so I was thinking about visiting during winter break.
No.
What's a guy who cut afternoon classes doing here? Speak of the devil. I'm running to Ryudo Temple's heir, Issei Ryudo, on the road. Hey there! Is school over? Obviously. I don't have anything to do for the student council, so I was heading home. There's something wrong? You look like you were staring up at the mountain. No, there's nothing wrong. I just felt like going home. Teachers would be out of a job if people like you just cut classes whenever they felt like it. Anyway, I'm curious what you're staring at the mountain for. It's nothing, but can I ask you something? Has anything strange happened recently?
Best guy, 10 out of 10, would have us a friend again. Oh, Issei. You poor soul.
Change is constant, but it doesn't lead to big dramatic developments. The mountain is always at peace, and peace is the focus of my daily life. Issei, I'm being serious here. How dare you? So am I! Guess you are. Sorry to bother you. It's fine as long as you understand. I never kid around with you, Emiya. I told a joke once, I didn't care for it. Issei clears his throat to calm himself down. Though, I do have to report that there has been a change. That said, I'm not entirely sure how to explain it. Eh? A change? At the temple? Yeah, but not of the mountain. However, the situation has left everyone in the temple restless. We have a guest at the temple, and they're apparently an acquaintance of my father, but the awkwardness is because of them. She's a beautiful woman, which makes it a touchy subject. Honestly, I don't know why there's such a fuss over a woman.
Because I'm gay, so I don't care about womanly things.
I saw a woman naked once. I didn't care for it. A woman? Does Ryudo Temple have any nuns? No, but they've gone and made an exception for her. We're letting her use a room until the wedding happens. Well, she really is beautiful, so I have to admit that even I get captivated by her looks whenever I go out and fetch water from the well.
No! Stop, you're gay! This is dark headcanon, you can't become bisexual afterward.
This line is non-canon. What do you mean an exception? Hey, Issei, hey, are you listening to me?
I'm sorry, Shira. For a second I thought I said heterosexual things.
Apologies. This is why women are bad news. Reject lust, Issei. Calm down, Issei.
Be gay,
Be gay,
Issei.
The student council president mumbles some sort of sutra. Hello? You okay, Issei? I'm quite alright. I'm just not as disciplined, so it's a matter of training harder. I can tell he's not listening.
I have to recondition myself back to being gay. We can't have...
Quickly.
Look, Evia, not everybody can be bisexual. It's already bad enough in the Fate franchise.
I must return home immediately and surround myself with 12 monks dressed only in loincloths. Issei continues to mumble, giving himself a pep talk, and disappears into the town's outskirts.
Cherry stops shipping. Well, no! You don't
It's
understand!
canon! By the time I get back home, the sun is almost setting. And just like yesterday, I'm the first one back home. Sakura and Fujine will probably get here soon, and Tosaka will come home later on. I'll mention what I learned from Shinji after Sakura and Fujine go home. There's no point in talking in secret when those two are around. Having decided that, I'd better prepare dinner. Tosaka beat me with her cooking last night, and I need to do something to improve Fujine's mood. The secret ingredient to a great dish is time and effort rather than love. If the only way to get a dish, to put dish into a love is for the dish to love you back, but alas cannot because it is food. Food cannot love you. If I want to guarantee my win, I'll have to spend double the time I usually would on cooking.
My food tastes good in my belly, so I still love it.
But it will never love you back.
It's true, because it's going through my intestines right now.
You might love your food, but in the end it will always leave you.
Mm-hmm. In the toilet.
And so, that is what I was going for, yes.
Yes.
Bro, you disappeared on her. You are in trouble.
Here's what happened.
Ha! I didn't lose! Tosaka was me! Let me reiterate, I'm not talking about the food's taste. According to you, tonight's dinner was the best you've ever tasted. So why not share it with everyone? Oh, I don't think that's what you meant. You said you didn't want to eat the food Shiro made. I was only talking about breakfast. I'll eat dinner like everyone. And Emmy and I made an arrangement to take turns cooking dinner. So what reason is there for me not to eat? If you don't like that, you're welcome to take my turn cooking tomorrow. Oh, so brazen. She strikes right at my weakness. Damn, I never imagined you were such a bad student.
And with that, Fujine reluctantly returns the wooden container of rice to the dining table. 5 servings of my specialty mixed rice safely returns to the dining table. Come on, Fujine, I made plenty of food today, so there's no need to hoard it. I made enough rice and side dishes for everyone.
You You may be right, Senpai, but this might be a bit too much for even you.
Clack, oh, I think I know what those sound effects are referring to.
Yes, a double-tired barrel with food enough for 4 people is certainly over the top.
It's not a barrel. It's a round container for rice. The main dish is rice today, so I made extra. If we have any leftovers, I'll make them into rice balls for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, Shiro. There's not gonna be any leftovers.
Oh, can I get that nut lunch thing? I don't like fried rice made from leftover rice, but this is exceptional. There's all kind of stuff in this rice. What's inside? This is basically mushroom mixed rice, correct? Instead of using bean curd, you mixed yuzu citrus to make it aromatic. Such detail.
Fine, I'm gonna eat this all by myself. Just you watch.
Why is she crying? Fujine must have given up monopolizing the wooden container of rice, but she starts to shovel food in her mouth at alarming speed. The moment her rice bowl is empty, she thrusts it out, requesting another helping. That's fine, but you really don't need to rush. There's plenty, Fujine.
Don't mind me. I'm going to eat all the food you made, Shiro. I won't be letting some stranger who barged into our lives eat any of this food.
Fujine snatches the rice bowl.
But they're already eating food.
Huh?
Where's the logic in this?
It's Taiga, there doesn't have to be logic. I really don't get it. Sakura laughs uncomfortably. Tosaka looks exasperated and ignores Fujine, and Saber just sits, eating her food. I worked pretty hard to make all this, but it's looking like that might have backfired.
Midlife crisis. Fujine's only in her 20s. She's not having a midlife crisis.
But no, that is midlife for people in Japan.
Oh.
Because, once they hit 25, it's all downhill. The dinner, which I had intended to make Tosaka admit defeat, ended boisterously thanks to Fujine's eccentric behavior.
I'll be heading home, Senpai.
Yeah. Fujine, get Sakura home safely.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
Fujine takes Sakura's hand and they turn to go.
What? You're looking at me weird, Shiro.
Of course I am. No normal person could even move after eating so much.
You think so? I feel a bit full, but it was fine after I finished eating it all.
And the problem is that Taiga doesn't realize that people have limits. You can't really expect something like that from a wild tiger. Hopefully we can try to keep her contained so she doesn't run wild in polite society.
Oh, Shiro, it's too late. Fate Grand Order, unfortunately, she's unleashed and uncontained and actually wearing a tiger suit these days. So. She's also calling herself a jaguar, which isn't correct because jaguars don't have stripes. Anyway.
The outside matches the inside now.
Mm-hmm. This is Shiro, I think.
I feel like this is something that the teacher would say, but... Okay, see you tomorrow. Don't stay up too late, you two.
Yes, good night. Oh, wrong one. Tiger move, so I got confused.
Yes, good night, Senpai.
Yeah, night, Shiro. See, I told you it was Shiro.
Okay, I guess it was.
Because
Okay. I mean, one of those people, yes, I can imagine him saying that to Taiga. I couldn't really imagine him saying that to Sakura, so that's what was throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't have to say that to Sakura. I know that she does that because she's a good girl. She has a nice, healthy life at home.
Mm-hmm.
I see the two off and go back to the living room. I mentioned I had something to tell them after dinner, so Tosaka and Saber are sitting in the living room looking serious.
Good work today, so what did you want to tell us?
I found the location of 2 other masters. It's about the other masters. There's something I want to tell you, too. Saber's brow furrows slightly. As a servant, her life is focused on combat rather than a peaceful daily routine. I still don't think her wounds have completely healed. Even with her healing powers, the chest wound Lancer's double phantasm inflicted won't heal quickly. With that in mind, I hesitate to tell them about Shinji. Don't! I'm the same as Shinji.
No.
Shiro, don't! I want to avoid fighting them as much as I can, and I don't think it's right for a young girl like Saber to wield a sword.
Being
What?
weird.
I got whiplash from that.
What the hell?
Shiro, do you not have something to tell us?
Oh, yeah, let me get right to the point. I met Ryder and her master today.
What? Ryder's master? When did this happen?
I don't know who talked what.
I'm pretty sure the second line is Saber.
That's absurd. What were you thinking, meeting an enemy's master alone?
Whoa, hold on, calm down. It's okay, I didn't get hurt or anything. Don't get so mad.
Do not get mad. No, I'm not. I am certainly not angry. I am simply stupefied by your actions, Shiro. Ditto, there's no point in getting angry over what's done.
I feel like those two lines should be switched.
So explain yourself, Shiro.
I feel like Saber said the first line.
All
Lance
right,
said the
fine.
second.
Do not get mad.
Just
no, I am certainly not angry. I am simply stupefied by your actions, Shiro. Well, there's no point in getting angry over what's done. So explain yourself, Shiro.
Tosok and Saber glaring at me, obviously furious. Crap. I knew they would say something about me being rash, but I never imagined they'd be so livid.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Oh no, Shiro, I'm not mad, I'm just absolutely livid. I met the master this afternoon. I just followed him because he said he wanted to talk, and I didn't fight him or anything.
I don't know who's talking.
I think this feels like Ren.
Yeah, I can tell. So what kind of person was Ryder's master?
What sort of person? It was Shinji. He called out to me when I was walking around the school looking for the sources of the bounded field. He said he wanted to talk, so I followed him to the Mato house.
What?
The appropriate, Ren.
Shinji? You mean the Shinji?
Saber's just like, I don't know what the Shinji is.
What is a
But it
Shinji?
sounds disgusting.
But it felt like I would not even want to eat him on my rice.
It sounds disgusting, even from someone from my time period.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ryder was obeying Shinji, and he knew about the Holy Grail War. Apparently the Mato family is a noble family of mages.
Yes, that's true, but that's impossible. The Mato family should have completely diminished by now. No matter what they tried, no child of the Mato family could have magic circuits.
Tosaka seems pretty sure of what she's saying. If she says so, then Shinji and Sakura really don't have any magic circuits.
I never said that part.
Yeah, Shinji said the same thing, but he still knows about magecraft, and that since he's the eldest male, that knowledge was passed down to him, so Sakura doesn't know anything. Anyway, that means he's a master similar to me. He doesn't have any magical energy, so you weren't able to detect him.
I see. My mistake. I should have known there'd be cases like him. As long as he had grimoires laying around, he could certainly become a master. Does that mean he saw through everything I was doing? How could I be so careless?
Tosaka's parading herself up for what she's done so far. She may be almost flawless, but it seems like she can be kind of ditzy too. The problem is most of those gaffes turn out to be fatal.
Yay, idiots!
It's idiots! 3 idiots!
3 idiots
1
in a
idiot!
room.
2 idiots! 3 idiots!
I screwed up. I should have been kept a closer eye on Shinji. Had I known, I wouldn't have let him construct that bounded field.
About that, Shinji said he wasn't the one who set up the bounded field. He said there's another master at school.
Yeah, I suppose that would be true. It's pretty obvious there's a master at school we're not aware of. But Shiro, don't tell me you believe Shinji when he said he wasn't the one who set up the bounded field.
No, I'm not that much of a sucker. As long as Shinji's in our school, I give it a 50-50 chance that's his doing. The other half is done by the other master.
50-50, huh? If you think that's the ratio, you really are a sucker. Well, whatever. Your optimism is what makes you who you are, and that's probably why Shinji thought it would be okay to reveal his identity to you. You already told him he has a servant. Don't worry, yeah. Don't worry, Silver. Anyway, what did you talk to Shinji about?
He asked whether I wanted to team up with him. Shinji has no intention of fighting, and it sounded like he wanted to work with someone, so long as he knew them.
Huh? Don't tell me you...
No, you turn this kind of thing down normally, right? I've already teamed up with you anyway. Even if I were to answer, I should consult you two first.
Oh, right, that's true. But did you say you turned him down?
Yeah. I know I would have consulted you about this, but I made my decision about Shinji on my own. There wasn't much to talk about that anyway. Oh, but did I still do something rash?
Not really. I think you made the right call. Besides, he was only asking you, so there's no room for me to butt in anyway.
The way she's mumbling makes her seem, well, not quite herself. That was all I talked to Shinji about. I saw Ryder too, but it didn't seem like she was that powerful of a servant to me. She's definitely not Berserker, and she didn't seem as intense as Lancer. Ryder seemed decent.
She's also a girl, and she's really pretty.
Also really tall.
If Master felt that way, then that's likely true. But a servant's true power is determined by the noble phantasm. Until we find out who Ryder truly is, please do not let your guard around her, Shiro.
That is even assuming I would allow you to be near Ryder. Yeah, I have no clue which hero Ryder is. You know, Lancer and Berserker obviously look like heroes, but Ryder didn't have that same aura. I felt like she was different from typical servants.
Different from typical servants, you say? I do not quite understand, but do you think you would be able to explain Shiro's discomfort, Rin?
Yeah, typical, you know, like the other three that I've met.
Eh? Oh yeah, I guess I understand, at least logically. You see, the Master influences which heroic spirits are summoned as a servant. So because of that, Master and servant tend to be similar. For example, if the Master is a noble person, they'll summon a heroic spirit of a similar disposition. On the other hand, a deeply scarred, traumatic person is likely to summon a servant with similar experiences. So that's probably why Shiro felt something off from Ryder. A master with a twisted personality might summon a vengeful ghost close to a heroic spirit rather than a hero. A vengeful ghost close to a heroic spirit. Is that what you meant before? That's right. A tyrant who enjoys the sight of blood does not think twice about killing. There are plenty of heroes famous for their brutality, so it wouldn't be a surprise for someone like that to become a servant as well. Yeah, I can only imagine if like Vlad the Impaler or something became a hero.
I'm thinking of the exact same servant. I think it's funny how it's like when we need to think of like a bloodthirsty servant, we immediately go to Vladimir.
Well, I mean,
and not someone,
it's funny
like
because
Elizabeth.
he's a pretty stand-up guy if he's summoned in the right place, you know?
Yeah. Is that true? Now that I think about it, I smelled blood on Ryder, but I didn't get the impression she was a bloodthirsty murderer. That's all I have on Ryder.
Do you think you should mention the other thing that was mentioned, Shiro? There we go.
There's one more thing, and this might be the most important. According to Ryder, there's apparently a master in Ryudo Temple. Someone is collecting magical energy from everyone in town. What do you two think of that?
Ryudo Temple? Are you talking about the temple at the top of the mountain?
Yeah, that's the one. Do you know anything about it, Tosaka?
Actually, not at all. I've never been to Ryudo Temple. I don't know what kind of master would be up there, but a normal one wouldn't think to set up camp in a desolate place like that.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I heard that there was a master at Ryudo Temple. Being there might not draw much attention, but there were a ton of monks living at the temple. You would definitely hear about it if they pulled something strange.
I don't buy it. Even if that were true, Ryudo Temple is way out in the sticks. If they were to cast a net across Miyama and Shinto, that would be powerful magic, but a waste of magical energy. Even if they collected magical energy from a wide range, executing such a large-scale magecraft would be impossible.
Tosaka thinks for a moment, looking troubled.
I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, we're back from the void, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm relying on her experience here, so I can't interrupt her.
Actually, Shiro's story is plausible. If the master is able to take hold of the temple, they would likely be able to execute magecraft with caliber effortlessly.
I do not know how to say this word in a British accent. In my fake
Shiro,
British accent, that is very fake.
Oh! I get it. English must not be your first language. Are you French? Shiro, I will murder you. Do you know about Ryudo Temple, Saber? I haven't taken you there yet.
Have you forgotten, Shiro? I participated in the previous Holy Grail War. I know this town very well, and I know about the ley line that formed at the temple.
Remember, what? Did anything happen at the temple?
I don't think they...
If they did, it might have only happened in the novel. So I don't think that got animated anywhere.
I don't remember.
I feel like if it was done, it was probably just that one time with Ryder and Waver, probably.
Yeah, because weren't they like...
Yeah.
There was like a road chase with Saber on her motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing that happened at Fate Zero.
Yeah.
A ley line? Hold on. That's what at my house. Why would there be two ley lines centered in one area? I do not know why, but that temple is like a sanctuary for mages. I hear all ley lines in this area flow towards the temple, so it is the perfect point to collect souls. A mage would simply have to tap into its natural flow to collect life force from the whole town. That's the first I've heard of it. But if that's true, it would certainly be possible for someone to steal life force from the entire city. So that area is spiritually powerful, right? It's just so obvious. Otherwise, people wouldn't have built a temple up there in the first place. Of course.
Oh wait, that was
definitely. So that area is spiritually powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just obvious. Otherwise, people wouldn't have built a temple up there in the first place.
Of course, you don't have to tell me that.
I figured as much. Temples and shrines have traditionally been built where there are gods to protect the town. Monks don't pray to gods and Buddha to offer their people blessings. Instead, their job is to seal up any areas that people believe are unlucky to ward off calamity. So based on that, it's no surprise that the mountain where Ryudo Temple is located is on a special place. Hey, don't tell me you thought Ryudo Temple was just there for show.
What's wrong with that? I thought it was just some temple because there aren't any practicing thermitages. Thermitage?
What the I know that that's a word from Final
thaumaturge.
Fantasy. What the fuck is that word?
What is a thaumaturge? Does anybody know what this is?
It's like, it's like, I look at that word, it's like, isn't that like someone who specializes in like, maintenance on your thermostat?
Let's see, thaumaturge. Apparently that's a new thing. Thaumaturgy.
Derived from the Greek word therma, wonder, and ergon, work, refers to the practical application of magic to effect the change in the physical world. Historically, thaumaturgy has been associated with the manipulation of natural forces, the creation of wonders, and the performance of magical feats through its esoteric knowledge and ritual practice. Unlike Theurgy, which focus on devoking divine powers, thaumaturgy is more concerned with utilizing occult principles to achieve specific outcomes, often in tangible, observable manner, which is sometimes translated into English as wonder working. What the okay. Thank you, Wikipedia. I am glad that there is an article on magic.
Apparently thaumaturge is how you say it.
Yeah, thaumaturge.
That's a stupid word. Practicing thaumaturges? What's that? Shiro, are you not listening? We just explained it.
There are people who help spirits go to heaven by means other than sutra readings, worship, or prayer. An enlightened person could pull it off through Shinto and Buddhist rites, but monks who aren't experienced aren't able to reach that level, so they add their own powers to cast spells just like us.
Ooh.
There's an organization for those people here in this country. I don't know much about them, though, since they're nothing like the Magus Association. I do not know anything about this organization, actually, surprisingly, in my...
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard about it, too.
I have only heard of Atlas, the Magus Association, and the church, so this is actually new information for me. I will keep this tidbit in the back of my thing to see if this ever comes up again.
Apparently they dropped this lore in 2004, and they've surprisingly done nothing with it.
Yeah. You know what? It's probably in Tsukihime timeline shit. If I had to guess.
Maybe.
More importantly, we should focus on the temple. If that temple's built on a ley line, masters would jump at the chance to seize it at their earliest opportunity. So why would other masters overlook it?
Because Ryudo Temple's there. It's under surveillance, so it wouldn't be abused.
All the monks at Ryudo Temple are real priests in training. They're not outliers like us, so it would be easy for a master to cajole people to like them. No, that is incorrect, Rin. It would indeed be easy for a master to gain control of the temple, but the mountain is surrounded by a bounded field, which proves problematic for masters. Huh? A bounded field? That would be trouble for us. Yes, some sort of thaumaturgy is at work which removes everything other than natural spirits from the mountain. It does not affect humans, but servants are quite vulnerable to it. It gets rid of anything other than natural spirits? Does that mean servants can't set foot on that mountain? It's not impossible, but our abilities will be considerably weakened. It is like...
So maybe this is why it was never in Fate Zero.
It is like receiving a command spell other than order not to enter that place. Then, is this Rin or Shiro?
I don't know. I haven't spoken in a while, so... Then how is the Master of Ryudo Temple able to maintain their servant up there?
In fact, the temple itself is not under the bounded field. I also hear that it works like a boundary which protects the temple. A bounded field just repels anything approaching from the outside. It has no other function. So once you're inside, there's no thaumaturgy that controls servants. That's weird, and closing the temple like that would cut off the ley line. There should be at least one pathway in, or it wouldn't be a central point. That's right, if you think in simple terms of the temple.
You see that, right?
I don't want to see it. What is it?
For literally the first sentence.
That is right. Why?
We need to do a drinking game when we play this from now on, where we take a drink every time we come across something that's wrong.
I'll take regular water. See how fast this game makes me have to go pee.
Anyway, you were saying that is right, I believe?
That's right. This is not my accent. What the fuck?
There's nothing wrong there. There's... What do you mean there's nothing wrong there?
It is very wrong.
Don't you dare fucking try to gaslight me, chat. We'll turn this car around.
I will beat you with the English book I used in high school.
If you think in terms of the temple, it cannot refuse visitors approaching by the way of its main entrance. Following this logic, it's my understanding that the main road leading to the temple does not have a bounded field cast over it. The main gate is the only place that does not have the power to command servants like us. I see. I guess it's logical. If all the gates were completely closed off, then the air inside would grow stagnant. So there's one main gate. That's all I can tell you. So please draw your own conclusions if you have determined there is a master present. Then there's only one thing to do.
You have to knock on the front door. I know what Saber wants to say. Her eyes are telling me that since we know the enemy's location, we just need to attack. But...
I'm gonna pass. It feels like a trap, and honestly, I don't want to make a move based only on intelligence we have now. If we're going into the enemy's own base, we should wait until we know what sort of servant they have. That is unexpected. I thought you would be the first to suggest fighting. The fighty fight. For some reason, I envision you being very good at hand-to-hand combat, like wrestling for some reason.
Also, Saber watched a lot of WWE when she was in the previous Grail War. I mean, apparently wrestling is big in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Insult me if you want. Archer's not back to his full strength, so I'm going to remain spectator for now. Understood. Then Shiro, let us head over to the temple by ourselves.
I'm sorry, are you fucking crazy? Saber is matter of fact about it. But I'm...
And since this is where we have a selection, we're gonna use this to stop here for tonight because I am fucking tired. I am motherfucking tired. And I just feel like this is a good place to stop before we think and maybe we get killed, because I have a feeling that we need to try the dumb option, right?
Well, I mean, does Shiro want to fight?
I mean, I don't think Shiro wants to fight. However, a cute blonde girl wants to fight. And what are we gonna think?
Yeah,
are we gonna think with
but Shiro doesn't want the cute blonde girl to fight.
That's true.
I can't imagine her holding a sword.
That's true. Oh, well, you find out.
We'll have a week to think on it.
Yeah, we'll have a week to think about which selection we're gonna choose. All right. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a privilege to read this for you. I hope to see you all next time. Hopefully, same time, same place next week. We'll see you then. Keep enjoying those clips on YouTube, guys. And remember, we have Discord server. You can join us anytime in the Discord server. I set that up for you guys. Member? I member. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Whee!